Hello, boys and girls. Just going to do a little tournament report of a Yu-Gi-Oh event I played in yesterday. It wasn't a sanctioned event, but it was a $750 store credit tournament on Saturday, the 23rd of March, 2024. That was held at Grand J Games in Melbourne, in Mooney Ponds. It's a goated store. You should definitely check it out when you get there. It was like 30 something plays in general. It was a little less than we thought it was going to be because there happened to be a One Piece regional on at the same time, which kind of fucked with the amount of players, but that's okay. Doesn't really change anything. 5 rounds of Swiss in that one, and then a cut to top 8 from where we had an option to split like each round, whatever. Yeah, let's do a little deck profile, and then I'll go over my matchups. Cool. So as you can tell, I definitely played PURRELY again at another event, which is no surprise to anyone. I just spam this deck these days for the last few months or so. Yeah, it's pretty standard. It's not very different to the YCS list, but it's a little bit different. So I played 3 PURRELY, 3 Lily. This is all the same to the YCS. 3 My Friends, 3 Field Spell, 1 Yeep for like non-quick plays, and then you just max out on quick plays. So I guess I'll do this. 1 Delicious, 2 Sleepy, 3 Pretty, and then 3 Happy. Where is it? Yeah, 3 Happy. So yeah, you just want to max out on engine. The one thing I did consider was like none of this can change. This can change. I thought about cutting PURRELY itself down to 2 and then playing a terraforming just so I have more field spell access. Because the games I was losing, and the games you do lose with this deck, are the ones where you don't have PURRELY Street, which is the best card in your entire deck. And you don't actually summon PURRELY much unless you're like in a desperate spot or you've like already winning and are just trying to win faster so you don't go into time. So yeah, considering cutting this to 2 and playing 1 terraforming as well as a 4th copy of Street, you play into Droll more, but people aren't really main decking Droll because I think Droll is like not a great hand trap this format, on its own at least. And then you're dodging the 9 copies of Veiler that people are playing in their main deck. So yeah, max engine for this event, but I might cut this to 2 and play 1 terraforming. Next, for non-engine spells, we got 1 Called by the Grave, which is pretty standard. It's just hand trap format. This beats hand traps. It's also really good on things like Snake Eye Ash or Urk or Flamberge or anything for that matter, really. 2 talents. This at YCS was Prosperity, and I felt the deck was like infinitely consistent enough. I just wanted like a really strong spell to play, and talents fits that bill really easily. It's consistency if you need it to be, the draw card to keep playing, or you can look at your opponent's hand. You don't really take much with this deck because you're just attaching with Pretty anyway, so it's mainly just draw to keep playing through or looking at your hand to gain information. Yeah. And then hand traps, I played 3 DD Crow, same as YCS, 3 Ash, Blossom, and Joyous Spring. One change from YCS is I'm not playing Droll now, because that card is not great on its own, and I bumped up the Mourners to 3. So this was 1 Mourner and 2 Droll at YCS. This is now 3 Mourner. It just feels a lot better. And then 3 Veiler, 3 Imperm. So yeah. With the terraforming Street -1 PURRELY kind of business, it's like people are playing these in their main deck. So 9 copies of Veiler effects that Street beats. And you play harder into Droll, which is a card that people are taking out of their main decks and even out of their side decks. So yeah, those are the hand traps, and that's the entire main deck. It's still just clean 40 cards. I never like playing more than 40 with PURRELY. It just doesn't feel right. Makes your PURRELY less consistent. Makes your deck less consistent. Realistically, all you want is like My Friend or like, yeah, anything really. Your main play is like My Friend, search field spell, activate any quick play, summon Lily. So this got you field spell. Yeah, sorry. Your main play is My Friend, search field spell, activate quick play, summon Lily, search trap, rank up into whatever, attach a Sleepy, pass. If it's beauty, you draw the card and then you hold the negate and then rank up later if you still need to, or if it's anything else, you draw 2 and then have the 4 spins. Sorry, 2 spins, and then hand traps, and that should be enough. But yeah, that's your main play. You don't go into Purrely very much, if at all, so that's why I thought about playing more copies of the field spell. I guess the extra deck next. 2 tokens, both irrelevant. First card is Plump. This is the best card in your deck. Make this like every single game on your second turn if you go first, or most turns if you go second and can't OTK, you use Happy to search Delicious and then die, add everything back, make Plump, make a massive Noir going second, and then they just don't have the resources to out it. Or on your crackback, you end phase to your Noir, attach something, and then out your own Noir, add everything back, summon Plump, attach to, activate 3 quick plays from hand, make a like 7 material Noir. Yeah, this is the best card in the whole deck. Well, extra deck at least. 1 Baby Noir for the trap access. Hardly use it, but it's nice to have. You need it. It's a Purrely card. 2 Beauty still. This is your main play. I want to say. This is what you go into most of the time. If you already have Street and My Friend, then you search Pretty and just do the same combo, but you guarantee getting Pretty. 2 Happy to OTK, obviously. And then 2 Purrely Noir. So this hasn't changed from YCS, and I don't think this will ever change. Unless Delicious goes to more than 1, then you'd bump up Plump. But yeah, at the moment it's just these, 8, and it's fine. Very standard. 1 Slacker at YCS. This was Ensemble Robin, and as you know, Ensemble Robin sucked, so it's now Slacker, and this card is a lot better than Robin. This lets me make Zeus plays way easier, especially if I get stopped on my rank ups. It's just a much better card in general. Then 1 Downed and Zeus to turn this into a format Zeus. It's whatever. And then 1 Typhon to round off the Execuses. This card comes up sometimes. If you're making it, you're probably losing, but there's nothing else I'd rather play. Sometimes it wins you games. And then the links, same as YCS. Relinquished, SP, Moon. Just, steal, make SP. Or like link 1, make SP, and then Moon to out skill drain or other floodgates. Very standard, very same from YCS. Very good list. Clearly works well. Then the side deck, I've decided to play 3 Bell because Lab is just the scariest matchup sometimes. It also like cross hits into a lot of other decks, so it's fine to play, I feel. 3 Judgment. Playing this instead of Solemn Strike, just in case of things like Herald of the Abyss. Or at YCS, I had 2 strikes set, and then I get Harpies, and I have 0 interaction with my opponent. So I just decided to play Judgment instead. It does a lot of the same thing. Like, you can stop the summon of a Witch or stop the normal summon of an Ash anyway. So it's like, whatever. They kind of hit the same things. Still 3 Gravekeeper's Inscription. This card is still nuts. The second effect, I think it's the second effect. So the third effect I've found is, or I've learnt now, is better. Shout out Jason Huang for informing me that the third effect is much better into Snake Eye and Fire King than the first effect. 3 Cosmic still. You just need it. It's really good this format into like every deck. And then 2 Santa Claus. This was Kurikara at the YCS, but as I said, I wish it was Santa Claus. It didn't come up, but I still wished it was Santa Claus at the YCS just in case. Because the what are they called? Raid Raptor cards don't activate, and then the last card is 1 copy of Rivalry of Warlords. When you draw it, going against like Fire King or Snake Eye or Vanadium or any of those kind of decks, you just win the game on the spot because they can't do anything about this card. So the changes to the side deck from the YCS is -2 Defissure. I felt like that card only beats Droll at the moment. You have enough going first cards already into the Snake Eye decks. That it's not great as a going first like Floodgate against them. And then it beats Droll, which Field Spell doesn't, but Field Spell beats everything else that you're worried about with that card, and like no one's playing DD Crew at the moment. So yeah, it's not really that impactful. So I decided to play this and the extra copy of Bell instead. Alright, so in case I didn't mention, I can't remember if I did, there was like 30-ish players at the event. There was going to be more, but One Piece regional on the same day, what can you do, right? One Piece. My matchups for the day. Round 1, I played against a Snake Eye deck, and that was free. Round 2, I played against Labyrinth. It was an okay player. Misplayed a little bit there and let me win. But regardless, if he played correctly, I still won the game anyway. Just Bells and Ashes. And Plump is really good into the Labyrinth deck. Round 3, I played against Snake Eye Fire King FTK with Volcanic cards. It's like they either FTK you, or if they can't FTK you, then they just set up a Snake Eye Fire King board. It's fine. I 2-1 that deck game 2. I won game 1, and then game 2, I just bricked on hand traps. Well, hand traps plus a copy of the Field Spell. And then game 3, I just won. That was on feature. I can link the feature matches too. Round 4, I played against, on feature again, I played against Snake Eye Fire King. A really good player, Kainu, very good. I lost game 1, going second. I opened Just Mourner, which isn't great. If it was Imperm, I think it was a lot better. But I opened Just Mourner, so I had to use it on Ponix. I felt that was the best hit to stop like a Kieran from fucking up my Field Spell plays. Because you don't really worry about much with the deck aside from Kieran, because that's the only thing that doesn't target. It's very strong. Yeah, and then game 2, I drew like double Inscription, Strike, and then like one play with Lily, and then both Lilies got negated. I was like, okay, that's not really cool. So I used the Inscription's first effect and set the Strike. And I would have won the game if I had used Inscription's third effect. So, yeah, it's fine. Who knows what happens with the match, but... Round 5, I played against Snake Eye Punk, which was a cool deck. Ghost Ogre in the main deck is kind of rough against PURRELY, but it's fine. So Snake Eye Punk, this match I lost 0-2. I wasn't sure what he was trying to do. Sorry, I lost 2-1. Yeah, I wasn't sure what he was trying to do. I wasn't sure how to interact with the deck. And then... So I finished Swiss X2. And then top 8 cut, I was the highest X2, so I made it in. Along with some other X2s. And then my top 8, I played against the same Punk deck. Shout out Ryan Nelson. This time I knew what he was doing, and I was able to beat him. I also won the die roll, which helped. Toured him that time, and then we decided to split top 4 because it was like 7 o'clock at that point and we all wanted to go home. So yeah, walk away with like $90 in store credit from 20-ish entry. Can't really complain. They adjusted the pricing obviously because of the players. They expected 40 but got 30-ish. It was fine. Yeah, all in all, it was a fun day. Shout out Grand J Games and Mooney Ponds, Goated Store. Shout out Dylan Irwin, my goat. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.